Surviving in the mob life, it's not easy, but if you want a shot at it, you better have these 5 traits. Hey everybody, welcome to another Sit Down with Michael Franzese. Hope everybody is doing well. All is good on this end. We are getting into the winter months, the holiday season. I know it's a little bit rough with COVID, but I hope we're all ready to make the best of it. You know, we got restrictions coming down on us. Everyone wants to get rid of this year, but you know what? We're still alive and we're free. And you know, we had a lot of stuff that we had to deal with this year, but we're still here and we're still gonna move forward, and hopefully 2021 will be a better year, more productive for everyone. That's what we hope for. So what are we going to do today? Before we get into that, let me tell you this again. Join the crew, michaelfranzese.com. I got a free gift for you if you come aboard. The crew is growing and people are just loving it. We need encouragement during this time. We need information. You want to learn about leadership skills. You want to learn some business stuff. You want to ask me questions. You can do that in my crew. I encourage you to join michaelfranzese.com. I got a free gift for you, and it's free. You don't have to pay any money for it. Just get involved. Thank you again for subscribing. We're really moving forward on this. We have a podcast that's going to be coming up soon. It's going to be great, different than YouTube, in that we're going to have an episodic series, 10 episodes on something you're really going to enjoy, very current, something that you're really going to get into. I know it, important material. You're going to love it. You're not going to want to turn it off. I promise you that. So what are we doing today? You know, I get asked all the time, Michael, you know, how did you make it in the mob? You know, what kind of qualities do you have? What kind of characteristics? I believe there's 5 characteristics or 5 traits that you must have in order to survive and succeed in the mob life. And I'm going to break them down for you right now. Number 1, very important, fly under the radar. How many more examples do you need of that? John Gotti, cover of Time magazine. Did it work out for him? No. Very high profile, through his chest, or whether he liked it or not, whether he really wanted it or not, was it his ego, whatever, it doesn't matter. You gotta fly under the radar, because when you get that known, not only do you get the attention of the FBI and the Justice Department because you're rubbing your nose in their face, but the other people in that life don't like it. The other bosses got mad at Gotti because he was so high profile. That's number 1. Joe Colombo, same thing. Italian-American Civil Rights League, picketing the FBI, going on local news shows. Can't do that stuff. This is supposed to be a secret organization. I know it's not secret anymore, but it's supposed to be. And if you're a boss, you're supposed to fly under the radar. Anybody that has come out of the shadows, so to speak, they suffered and they're gone. That's it. So fly under the radar as best as you possibly can. Number 2, insulate yourself. You can't be dealing with everybody on the street. You know, not if you're doing illegal activity. You just can't do that. You can't get away with it. You know, if you're going to talk about criminal activity to anybody, make sure they're your most trusted people. Don't be out there speaking to everybody. Don't flaunt it. You're not supposed to do that. You're not going to get away with that. Okay? Insulate yourself from the people around you and make sure you know who you're speaking to. Next, and this is very important, people, you need to be very slow to condemn people in that life. Be very slow to pass judgment on someone in that life, because your turn one day will come and people will remember how you reacted in someone else's case. When it's a matter of life and death, somebody violated the rules, and there's a sit down and there's a discussion whether this person is going to live or die. Don't be the first to condemn him. Try to sit back and wait and listen. Let others do the condemnation. Don't be the first to condemn him, because one day your day is going to come and those people are going to remember how you acted. Oh, he was the first one to condemn people. Or no, you know, Michael or so-and-so always gave somebody a fair shake. Let's listen. In that life, you be slow to condemn people. Very, very important. Next, don't trust anyone. Betrayal is a big part of that life, unfortunately. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your closest ally. I'll give you a couple examples. Joe Colombo betrayed his bosses. Carmine Persico betrayed the Gallo brothers. Why? Because they saw an opportunity to benefit themselves. Joe Colombo, as a result of his betrayal, was given leadership of the Profaci family by Carlo Gambino. He saw an opportunity, he betrayed his bosses, that's how he got his position. Persico, same thing. He was originally with the Gallos. What did he do? He saw an opportunity, he switched over to the Profacis during the Gallo-Profaci War. He actually went after one of the Gallos, tried to kill him, it didn't work out. But as a result, he became strong on the street, eventually took over the Profaci family. He was the boss. Betrayal is big in that life. I was betrayed in that life, okay? And it doesn't feel good. Believe me, it hurts. But some people accuse me of betraying my oath, and it's true. I did betray my oath. I took an oath, I betrayed it. I didn't betray it, okay, to get a lighter prison sentence. I did all my time. I negotiated a deal, did my time. I didn't betray it to put anybody in trouble. Didn't hurt anybody, didn't want to put anybody in prison. I wasn't mad at anybody when I betrayed my oath and walked away. I did it to preserve my life and that of my family's because I saw the life going down. I knew it was going to go down, and it did. 1980s Rico, you know the story. So betrayal is part of that life, whatever which way it goes, okay? So be aware of it and do your best to prevent it. And now I'm going to give it the most important quality in that life, especially if you're in a leadership position. Don't be greedy. Make the guys around you earn. That's extremely important. I have heard more than one time, so-and-so is greedy. You know, Paul Castellano was greedy. Joe Profaci was greedy. That's why the Gallos went against him. I heard Persico was greedy. You know, between him and Arena. That's why Arena went against him and wanted to take control of the family. One of the reasons, didn't like all the restrictions that supposedly Persico was putting on Arena while he was the acting boss. I wasn't there at the time. I only know what I heard from my dad and everybody else. And of course, I had my situations or my experiences with my bosses. And I'll give you a quick story, just kind of an indication. I'm a recruit. I'm not even a made guy yet. I'm a recruit. Somebody comes to me, a friend of mine, with a load of meat that they hijacked, right? I put it on record with my capo regime at the time, got a load of meat. I said, I'm going to sell it. He said, okay, when you sell it, bring me the money and then we'll whack it up. I'll tell you how it happens. All right, I'm a young guy, I'm a recruit. I don't know the ropes at this point. I sell the meat, I think for about $6,000 if I'm not mistaken. It was a long time ago, it was early 70s. And I take all the money, I give it to my capo regime. A day later, he comes back, gives me $600. Okay, I get the stolen truck comes to me. I put it on record. So I get it, I sell it. I got $6,000. I get 600 back. Didn't seem right to me. I even discussed that with my father. My father said, from now on, he says, now you don't have too much to say. You're a recruit. But when you become a made guy, you give up 25% of whatever you earn. That's how you do it. You create the formula. That's what you send in. Okay. But, greed, that was a little bit of a greedy thing to do at that time. The guy that brings you the whole score, you give him back 10%. Didn't work for me. But, that's part of the life. But I can tell you this, it's the same today. How do people vote most of the time today? They vote with their pockets. If they're making money, with the president, they want to keep him in there. I'm not going to talk about this election because, all the fraud and everything that we see going around. I don't know what happened here, people. I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to talk about it. Let it play out and then we can all discuss it. But truthfully, it doesn't smell good. There's a lot of stuff here that shouldn't have went on. It shouldn't happen. Doesn't matter who becomes the president at this point. We got to make sure if there's anything going on with voter fraud, that it should never happen again. Period. End of story. Should never happen again. So let's all of us not be Republicans, Democrats, independents, whatever. Let's be Americans and let's make sure they clean up this act so it never happens again, because when you defraud people out of their votes, we don't have a democracy anymore. I'm telling you right now, this is very, very serious, more serious than Russia, Gate, or anything else that's going on. When you can manipulate an election, if it's done that way, we got to stop it. End of story. So, be a good boss, be a good mob soldier, let people earn money, you'll last longer. Now, everything I just said, the way to be a successful mobster, you can throw it out the window today, because I don't care what you do, you're going down. That's it. Government is too in tune with everything, too many informants on the street. They got too many weapons in their arsenal between the RICO Act and everything else that they got going. I don't want to be redundant and go over it again. You can throw all of that out the window. If you enter the street life, the gang life, the mob life, you're not going to make it. That's it. You got too much surveillance on you. You got too many people know what's going on. And you know what? Guys don't stand up today. They just don't. They just don't. That's just the nature of the life on the street. Stay away from it. So that's it for today. Thank you once again for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing well, and the holiday season is coming up, and I hope it's a good one for everyone. And let's really, really hope that 2021, January 1st, starts a new era here in the United States and all over the world. We're not the only ones that's suffering through this COVID thing. So let's hope it looks better for next year. So that's it for today. What do I always leave you with? And I leave you with this from my heart, people. I really mean this. Okay, be safe, be healthy. God bless you all, and I'll see you the next time.